Oh shit, what am I doing?
Ah. Okay.
Okay, I've got 15 categories here for the end of year awards. Tell you what, if you go home empty-handed, got it.
You just wasted 22 weeks of your life.
Wow. I don't know. Even if you get all the awards, I think that's still true.
That wasn't a legit purple sector, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, surprising.
Just
Yeah,
put
it was.
Blake.
Chris got Sector 1 by nearly a tenth. Oh, yeah.
He's been practicing all week on the 1-1 wing.
You, Ace, you and Harp and Blake are all kind of separated by, well, not very much.
Yeah, 625 for Ace, 631 for Blake, 641 for Parp in that final sector. Master
Has,
not far away on
Yeah,
16.7.
Master's only a tenth back.
Has anyone got a red spanner?
Oh, hang on, I'm also 16-7.
I'm in the pit.
Yeah, me, Lemon, and you are in the pits at the minute. Wondering if we're going to have a wet to dry transition, it might cause some problems, that's all. If we've got people sharing.
I think there was one, was it Clayton, and then either Parp and Chris, they both said they were in the pits when Clayton saw a spanner.
It was Parp. I was able to verify it later on.
Okay.
Well, I'm just leaving now, so if anyone loses their spanner, take that how you will.
Well, Clayton could never not be a spanner.
Hey, there it is.
Hey.
I think you're pretty handy around here, aren't you, Master?
Well, I'm so not used to playing. I'm just so rusty. I can barely navigate the car left and right.
The turn one will be good then.
Oh god.
Parp's taking the purple in sector 3. Clayton's popped up with a tasty little time. Not far off Parp, that.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, there's damage on the track there.
Yeah, it's mine.
Oh, is that fresh Parp?
It is. Crawling around in front of you.
Oh, I just thought that was my speed difference. I assume we were both on hot laps.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, I'm on a hot lap. You're very fast.
Yay.
Thanks, Lemon.
Have you seen those videos on the internet where a dog is a mayor of a town? Have you seen that? It's like a golden retriever and he wears a tie. It's absolutely brilliant.
This is your fantasy again.
No, this is the thing. So the town is a bit too small population-wise to have an actual mayor, but they wanted one, so they voted in a golden retriever.
I mean, that's why they're not allowed a mayor.
This is Clayton's way into politics here, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Jack, get out of the way.
Oh no, sorry. I should have said something. Actually,
I'm on an
completely
in-lap.
forgot you.
Jack's
You're on an in-lap, okay.
Yeah.
I'm on hards with a bit of wing damage, so...
Oh, you didn't get across the line, you two.
No, I didn't think it would.
Oh.
I wasn't expecting it to take control before the line, though. I was going to go in the pits.
Yeah.
Took control before the pit entrance, which is really weird.
Ace is on a lap though. Oh,
There's
he's
that.
pulled off.
Yeah, it's 4 tenths down.
Anyone slow out? No?
No, just tasting the pit.
Yeah, Ace's decision to pit means it's going to take us longer. So we got just dry qualifying, wet race.
Don't forget part firm, eh? There's going to be some tricky decisions to do.
Well. Oh, God.
Fucking hell. Not sure I want to be right at the back of the grid in this race.
Ah, because I'm around.
Well, this is going to be a really good qualifying because there's absolutely no excuses not to bung on all the softs, really, is there?
Unless we save some for when it goes dry.
But there's still going to be a set of softs, isn't there? Surely.
Yeah, that's true. I need more than
So
one.
it doesn't look like you'll need much more than that.
Very good point.
Don't we? I'd have to ask the question. Do we not lose the softs that are greyed out?
Yeah, you do lose those ones. So if you want to save a fair, you've got to save one of the qualifying ones.
Right.
Ah, I forgot that again. Jesus.
Fuck funny.
If I were to try to make the setup a bit better for the wet, what would I do?
Hypothetically.
Yeah, asking for a friend.
If it was to rain, yeah.
Nah, whatever. I'm just driving the dry setup.
I think that's going to be my
Downfall.
strategy, to be honest. Just, yeah.
In Maston, I don't really change that much. I'd normally just click on a little more wing and just bump the ride height up one each. I don't really know what the rest of it would do.
I wish it was like a skill slider I can use.
Alright then.
Bit busy on track, innit? Look at this.
Yeah.
Ah, that was bad.
I can't miss shit. Oh, Clayton, what have you done?
That was awful because I stopped right on the racing line and I had to move it to the outside or reverse or stay still. And I gambled and I went.
Just avoided you.
Yeah. I knew
Oh,
you were
no.
coming.
Oh, lemon.
Wow. I don't
Lemon's
have ever
been
lost it
intense,
there.
You damage free?
No wing, but could have been worse. That's a weird place to bin it. I haven't even had so much as a wobble there.
Was that on the exit of turn 1 and 2?
Yeah, like on the little right of the S. I guess I just
Everyone
Wait.
just finished a lap. I'm a bit out of sync, so I'm just starting one, going into turn 1 now. Just a heads up.
What are you doing, Clayton? You going for a lap now?
I'm going to do a lap now as well, yeah. Not expecting too much, just as a banker.
Very over the top, Jack. That. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I was trying to figure out
I
whether
think there's
to
a
go.
gap big enough there, Parp, unless you go really slow.
Yeah, there is.
Master.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm
Oh, is
in
it
lap.
in a hard lab?
I'm in lap, don't worry. Oh, okay.
Tartarus.
Hey.
Oh,
My
you're
car
coming in.
completely gave way to you.
Yeah.
That's not how the pit lane works.
No. They do make some slightly odd decisions in there in weighing releasing. But...
Driver obviously paying you back for you jumping out the way in quali.
Yeah.
Someone tell me what time Clayton's on.
7-9. 921. about a quarter of a second between you.
20th in a speed trap, how's that possible?
20.
That is impressive.
Thanks,
I like that.
Jeff.
That is some going.
That's good. Is that a hot lap there, Lemon, yeah?
Yep.
You passed me, but I just wanted to make sure you didn't slow down for me.
Oh, binned it.
Nice. So I'll be close to 11 in the race.
'Too cautious, man. Too cautious.
Ace, you're
I'm
lap.
on an in lap.
No.
I'm on an in lap.
Oh, okay.
You go ahead.
Thanks. Jack, what are you doing? Lap.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Oh, I got time I can do again.
I'm on an in-lap Chris, so don't worry about me, do you anything? I think it's
Alright.
Chris.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, coming up to the middle
I'm about to
section.
run out of fuel, so you might as well pass me.
Oh, I thought you just came out the pits.
No.
Alright, yeah, my fuel should put me back.
Ah, you fucked it.
Jimming dropped down to P8. I was already there, Jeff.
No, you can't have been, because I was behind you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've only just set a time.
Not anymore, but okay.
Is that a hot lap behind me there, Lemon?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. I'm coming into the pits. I don't know. I think I'm far enough ahead of you that I can still get away with it.
I'm pitting as well, don't worry.
Okay.
Ooh. I see.
That was weird.
Oh, yeah.
I was on low fuel, so I stopped.
No, that's alright. I went in a bit hot for what it was, and yeah, I had to dive to the inside because I would have hit you. Definitely. God, there
I'm
was
still on
room.
at 7.9.
Yeah, I haven't improved.
Oh, I can't get much closer to the 7s than that.
Oh.
I got through a car. Fucking hell, he's like Trump.
Ah, bloody Bloody hell. Ah, I'm so close. No, I'm not that close. God, I'm shit at this track.
Oh, then 13th in a speed trap.
What? Is that real?
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing from Jeff.
That's not right, surely.
He's having you on.
He's a cunt.
No! Fuck! I was so far up as well. I was like 3-4 tenths up. Ah! Bollocks.
Incredibly frustrating.
Oh, I didn't realise how far up I was. Ah. Son of a bitch.
Oh, that was. Oh no, I was going quite well. I was 4 turns up. Oh no.
You're an in-lap jack or a flyer?
This is a flyer.
Okay.
Well, for now it isn't. Perfect.
Chris, how about you?
Oh, it's a hot lap.
Okay, I'll get round here and I'll just go on the craft. Yeah, I'll try not to distract you.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's a tricky part of the track that to get out of the way.
Yeah, on a hot one, thank you. Ah.
Sorry.
Chris, Jesus! I was watching that.
I got the message, Chris. I got the message. Okay, Jesus. You know, such a hot shot, aren't you?
Oh, I changed the tyres.
The right delta was really, really close, so I was just trying to go as inside as possible. Yeah, it was too aggressive.
Bit of a side draft.
I had the purple sector 1, so I wanted to be my best time, but I didn't quite manage it.
I almost got a 7. Almost. That was my aim. And I'm about half a tenth down or something. I don't know, maybe a 4.
Is that behind me, Chris?
Yeah, I wanted in that.
Yeah, okay. I'm starting back of the grid then.
Oh no! Oh man, I would have had it. Shit.
Spin out.
Ace, what's your time?
108.001.
Oh man!
Oh no way.
Oh, I I was 2 tenths up. All I wanted from this session was a 107. Oh, man. What's your time, Clayton? 107 what?
I'll let someone else answer, I don't know. It's on the screen, but I can't.
921.
Oh, man!
921.
Oh, I should have asked. Fucking hell.
This has been a messy first bit as well.
I don't know why I want to qualify near the front anyway, because inevitably it'll just mean I'll get minus numbers in the race, which I always get anyway. The further back I start, probably the better.
All about them gains.
Alright, I've messed up my flyer. I'm out.
Oh, man.
Need time to go again.
Oh, it's tight. It's really tight.
Yeah, you, Ace and Clayton are all fairly.
Yeah, there's like, what? Just over a tenth and a half.
Yeah, 10th and a bit, yeah.
Oh,
So, is there a battle for pole on?
pops on a lap.
We're about to see.
Hart went for another run, I didn't. Risky.
Is that Ace doing a lap as well?
Yeah, he's coming, got the run to the line. Maybe an improvement, really close.
Nope.
No.
Oh, fuck.
You
I
guys
had
let-
you on that. Oh, idiot. Ah, damn.
Well, from the sounds of it, you've both let me off because I had. I couldn't improve and I didn't have.
Pops
Not
on
my
the
business.
bit.
At least 3 tenths up on that third lap.
Yeah.
I just fucking bottled it on the
Yeah.
last corner.
Oh, what, the kind of, the left-hander you mean? Like the...
Yeah.
Me too. I got a bit too greedy on the exit and dipped a wheel on the grass.
Hmm.
I just lit up the rear coming out of the exit.
You
All
got
I had to do
excited.
all I had to do was keep it straight.
Yeah, same. If I just been a
Well
slight
done, Master.
cautious.
Outqualified Jack.
Yeah, by 10th.
Suck
I'm
it,
very
Jack.
angry. I know.
Jag. What is it about you, Jag?
Chris
Come
is
on,
sounding
Jack.
pretty
Chris
pretty
only
sharp,
3
that's a good
tenths off
sign.
Ace
Yeah,
and Lennon.
Chris is
Yeah.
pretty close to me, Chris.
What an embarrassment, Jag.
I'm devastated it's raining. I've practiced
Yeah.
this so much, but all in the dry.
Do you know what?
Well,
though?
it'll
It's
still
only going to help.
help you.
Yeah, it'll
It'll
still
help
help.
you. We don't know how much it's raining either. You know what the forecast like. It can be unpredictable, can't it?
Oh yeah, Austria
Yeah.
rain.
Ugh, please no.
It's going to be absolutely full wets in it.
I need it to be full
Full-
wet. So if it
full
starts
pivot it
dry,
down.
No, it's got to
think
be
it's gonna be
into
into-
surely by them clouds.
I went on 2 runs on my first set of softs, so I'm a bit worried about the prospect of needing to use them. Trusting the weather.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
I was doing 2 laps on them. Yeah, I figured they were just going in the bin. So
Going in the bin.
penultimate race, we almost there.
At long last.
Can't come soon enough.
I know. I never thought I'd look forward to Abu Dhabi.
No.
Come on, what's the rain like?
Enters.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh.
and it's gonna.
Oh, it's coming down
Oh.
a fair bit.
Oh, really? I was thinking it wasn't raining that much.
No,
It doesn't look like it's drying up till right at the very end.
Oh yeah.
I went very dry on the setup.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Clayton is ready.
Yeah, I think I am, to be honest. I don't have any... I mean, there's no strategy to fuck about with, is there?
There is. It's called survival, Lemon. Survival.
Oh, a pre-race baby bell would be nice. Cheers.
You don't mind?
I think that's what all the F1 drivers do, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just the dangers of your waxy hands slipping on the wheel, accelerating.
I think it adds grippage.
Yeah, it's rubber, isn't it? It's effectively a tyre.
I've gone with the full fat Baby Bell rubber.
I'm also ready.
Oh, so that's the red wall, is it?
That's the red.
Yeah,
I've got the
red
red
wall.
walled Baby Bell.
Yeah.
Should be good for 5 or 6 laps.
Are we doing this?
I'm ready.
Oh,
I'm ready.
Skiing.
I'm
Is
ready.
everyone here? Jack, you normally wander off.
Roll
You
call.
here?
No, I'm still here.
Ace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm as good as ready.
I'm waiting for Angela to run back to the good with my Baby Bell.
Got to be everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, let's go.
Sounds like it. We're going anyway.
No one gambled on the softs then.
Your mama.
Would you be able to unwrap it for me as well, please?
Oh my god.
You're race engineering.
Yeah.
No, if you do one, I do one. We've got 10 seconds. Oh god, there's a lot
Imagine-
of... I tell you what, speed racing... And... Did it. Got it out. Yes. Alright.
Yeah.
I like it. Oh wait, I'm a bit nervous, I feel a bit sick.
Baby well, no.
Oh, where's
cure
the
for
bin
that.
gone? It's not there. Oh shit,
Oh, we're slow off the line. You
yeah,
need the baby bell.
I stalled it. I stalled it. Alright.
I like your livery, Lemon.
Thanks.
Oh wow, this
It's
is
not going to be fun. Jeez.
this is very different already.
Yeah.
So
This
much
is going
earlier.
to be disaster.
I've never done this in a wet, I don't think.
No. Yeah, no, I've got no idea.
This has got. We should have. Why didn't I do practice? This has got to be one of the most, bang on. You're gonna get a wet race.
Yeah, this is
race of
Spa.
the year. Yeah.
You should be expecting it. Oh, Ace. Venturing off.
Oh.
Mate.
Chris.
What? The car doesn't turn anymore.
I can't even warm my tyres up.
No, the fronts don't go, do they?
Are you allowed to? You can't drive. Oh no, you can't drive in the pits because it takes over, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it always takes over just before the pits.
I mean, I'm not.
Guess to
I
stop
wasn't
people going in.
considering it, but it just occurred to me that sometimes you might want to do that.
Please, some temperature.
Yeah. I'm having to lock myself up going into the corners to warm the front. Nice little power slide around that last corner.
Max Verstappen's good at warming his tyres through this bit of the track, isn't he?
What a save that was.
That was unbelievable. Yeah.
Oh, everyone's coming through me. See you later.
Yeah.
Wow.
Either way.
Lemon for the win.
Genuinely considering just waiting a few seconds before I head off.
You really are fearing something in turn one, aren't you?
When
We'll
you're in the
leave a
back.
little zone around Master just in case.
Yeah, well, that too. Only thinking of myself. That's big. I've got to just start again. Bollocks.
Is that bad?
Yeah, because it means I'm right in the middle of it.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, of course.
nah.
Of course.
We already got a pile up.
Yeah.
Chris,
Yeah.
go ahead of me. Chris, go
That's
ahead of me.
caused by me. That. Sorry.
Alright.
Obviously not intentional. Did you get away with that damage-free lemon?
No.
Oh fucking hell.
Oh,
sorry.
you always get caught in shit.
Got half a front wing.
Yeah, me too. At least I have someone to race. New strategy, Jeff, do you reckon?
I'm sorry,
Chris
Barb, it was
damage
you I
free.
hit. It was you I hit, mate. What am I in doing?
So all this talk about me being a carnage man, and there we have Clayton.
Yeah.
Ah, Matt.
I think that's my first one this year, though. But yeah, no.
Oh, it just feels like there's no grip at all.
Jack, do you have damage?
Yeah, I've got half a wing.
Me
You
too.
can get round me, go for it. But
Have you got damage as well, Master?
Yeah, yellow from the
Oh,
wing,
Jesus, man.
yeah. But Kaido's like halfway across the track.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was perfectly positioned. Oh my god.
Wait, you have no damage, Clayton.
No, I got away with it. I didn't. Do you know what? I haven't actually checked.
no one else pitting.
Yeah, I'm pitting. I'm behind you.
Chris is damage free. What a chance this is.
Yeah, I hit Clayton but didn't get any damage. So
There's your stroke of luck.
Oh, I have got
Yeah.
a bit of damage, but I'm going to drive through it.
Quite a way to drive.
It's minor. It's minor. I got away with it. It's nice.
The pit exit's the most terrifying part of
Oh,
this
it's
track.
awful, isn't it?
yeah.
I don't know how to do it yet.
Philippi, jeez, not something.
So is this a podium looking like at the minute for Chris?
If we end now, yeah.
Yeah.
Red flag, red
Is everyone
flag.
happy to stop the race now?
I tell you what, I'm not dead against it.
No, yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Not anymore.
Oh, I always forget about the ers in the wet.
I think you just don't have it in the wet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You, Jeff?
oh no!
Uh-oh. Where are you going?
Just for a wee detour.
Oh, we got to fight for the lead there. Those times seem to flash up very, very quickly. I dared look at the minimap.
No, I've not looked up down yet. Has anyone had any weather updates from Jeff yet?
No.
I've had an update to say that we think it's going to rain for a long, long time, more or less.
Like a light train for 20 minutes or more. I had.
Right.
I think we might see this to the end, given the forecast on the strat screen.
No, 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 no.
That familiar sound.
Mm-hmm.
No yellows. Looks like you're okay.
Yeah, just on the grass for a good few seconds.
Usually the best line.
Just my. It's a very understeer with my front wing, like half yellow.
So how many people are still carrying damage then? So you must try and place them, I guess.
I don't think Chris got any, he said, from that incident, unless he's
Yeah.
something elsewhere.
I didn't get any.
You lucky boy.
I hit him in very, very low speed, but I did hit him head on, so I thought I damaged my wing.
Yeah, you can
But
get lucky if
it's-
you just hit on the nose.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nice drift. Jesus.
This is hard work.
It is hard work. You're
It's
making
not
it
much fun, is it?
very hard work, Jack, which is good. I'm enjoying
Yeah.
this.
It's sort of gone up and down a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think as we both kind of make little errors, that it seems to like yo-yoing a little bit.
Like just then, for example.
Yeah.
I think you're quicker than me overall, though.
I don't know. I think it's going backwards and forwards. Like you managed to eke that gap out to 3.1 then, and before I know it's come down quite quickly, but
Oh. Yeah,
It
have
was
a
down,
load on.
it was down to 1.8, I think, earlier, and then it went up to 3.1, and now it's gone back down to 1.8 again. I'm having a real hard time through that S-curve that starts like that.
Yeah, you've got to be really patient with that. Getting on the throttle around that left-hander as well. Oh, I see a master in the distance.
Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That'll help you, Jack.
Wow, yeah, what happened?
I just got very sketchy rear end accelerating. Not even accelerating actually, just through the little kink in that for the DRS zone.
Oh yeah, I'm always a little bit scared about that.
Correct and then correct and then recorrect.
Ooh.
And we start again.
I'm sure you'll catch me soon, because I'm up on master.
Ooh, 10 minutes, Jeff reckons. That's spicy.
That's
That's spicy. That'd make it spicy.
Cool.
Someone's pitting, Clayton.
That's Clayton.
Interesting.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tires.
No.
Oh, holy undercut, Batman.
Bloody hell, it's 4 seconds.
Nice move, that brings you up the place.
Or you might have considered stretching it out there.
This is a terrible place.
Was that directed at anyone in particular, Blake?
Yeah, me.
Ah, did you pit? Yeah. So different strategies at the top then.
No, well, no, we both pitted now. I just pitted
Oh, right.
up earlier, but I thought it was a bit of a gamble pit myself. I thought Pat might have gambled on it drying up quickly. But tie wet's really bad on these inters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a tough one.
It looks like Ace is toughing it out on track with us. If he needs to pit, he'll lose a lot of time, but...
Well, I only pitted to try and cover you.
Whoa.
Oh, did
Feel
you?
like, yeah.
Gap to go in front is
What were your tyres like, Chris?
3 seconds.
They were pretty shit.
Yeah,
Like
my-
high 40s.
Mine were in the 50s comfortably, so I heard 10 minutes and I was like, I'm not getting that.
Yeah, I figured we'd probably have to pit for inters anyway, so I might as well get them on as soon as you win it. I thought I might as well do the same.
I was disappointed when Lemon announced it. I thought I
No, I
might be the
watched
only
you
one
go
who
in.
got it. So no, I mean announced the 10-minute thing because it's sometimes
yeah.
it's sometimes a lottery who gets the messages. So
I haven't got bloody any messages about anything yet, actually. So it's good information. Keep it coming, lads.
You'll have Lemon about 3.5 seconds back, Lemon. Pat, even.
What's going on tonight? I said the wrong name. Yeah, that's fine. I'll keep out of his way.
Master, no rush at the minute, but just heads up.
Sorry, again?
Blue flags in a minute.
Oh, that's what's happening.
Master Von Blast doesn't usually get far
Thank
enough
you.
into a race to know what blue flags mean. You do.
Now I remember why I didn't bother show up all the time before.
Master, I was looking at ways to give you my graphics card last night, but there's still no stock anywhere. So
Yeah, I know, it's just horrible.
So I'm coming up on you as well, Master. About a second back.
Oh my god, why am I drifting so much?
Master. Thank you.
The gap to the car ahead is 13.7 seconds.
Oh, I can't believe Ace is... Has everyone pitted now apart from Ace, or is anyone
Think
else
so.
staying in? Wow.
I don't know if Jack has.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he pitted early doors, but he pitted again, Jack.
Yeah, I picked a lap later than basically everyone.
Okay.
I don't know how long ago that 10-minute message was,
Right.
but
You-
I think
you
the
got
gamble
it.
is paying off for Ace here.
Big jump on me and Master. I didn't realise I had some wing damage, so it changed my wing.
Oh, did it?
I wouldn't say it's paid off yet, just think it is going to get close to puncture territory.
Jesus.
I just saw the sun start beaming through the clouds, so I was thinking it's a matter of time.
I'm not even halfway yet.
Nearly.
I don't want it to dry up now.
No.
You're still saying 5 to 10 minutes.
God, 5 to 10. 13 seconds up the road.
Yeah, how have I ended up so far ahead?
Lemon
I think
said he had a
it's-
wing change.
Yeah, we both had a wing change.
Oh.
Me and Master.
And then we had to give up blue flags.
Right.
The leaders spoiled the race again.
I don't think you can call me a leader, can you? It's generous.
Oh, I think it's close. Jeff just said tyre choice is an interesting one, which doesn't mean it's not far away.
Oh, that is really upsetting.
Will they go pop or not?
Well, someone had to try it, right?
Yeah. Oh, fair play if he makes it work. I couldn't have made it work. I was. There was
Yeah,
no
otherwise-
bravery on my part. It was just common sense for me to pit.
Is 12.3 seconds.
Just heads up near the end of the lap check. Probably have 3 flags pop up. Might be alright to wait till it's straight. Just keep an eye on it.
There's a blue. Where's a good place for you?
Ooh.
Hello. If you stay right coming off this corner maybe? Or left, that'll do. Stay out, yeah. Ta.
Works. How far behind is Isaac?
About 3 seconds, so you'd probably better do that into turn 1 or after the centre S.
No.
You okay?
I think we just assume, Master, when you do
Whoa,
that,
whoa,
you're whoa. Oh, shit. Well, we're pitting. Are you out? You're not out, are you?
No, but
You
no,
wanna get back on the
disqualified.
straight,
I
Isaac,
blocked
or-
the pit lane.
Well, after these corners, that's fine.
You're not disqualified.
I am for blocking.
Ace
For
pits.
blocking it.
No.
What
My car
tyres has he put
spanned
on?
the entry. Lemon, I'm sorry. Just I lost the car.
No, don't worry. That was.
Surely it's Inters again. Which would be a shame because he's probably have to be back in a couple of laps. But it's
What did you
Dry enough.
expect?
That was so unlucky. If I wasn't just behind you, Master, you would have been fine, I think, because it looked like you got hold of it, and then, but because you lost speed,
yeah. No. Just it's my bad. Just because my car was really slippery up the hill.
yeah. fair
Anyway,
enough.
it was fun while it lasted. Sorry for wasting your race, Lemon.
You didn't race my race. So I was having fun there.
Well, good night, everyone. Thank you.
it was nice to see you again,
Yeah,
Master.
this is
Yeah.
Oh, see you, Master.
Hopefully
Yeah.
next week, Master.
See you next
Yeah.
week for the finale.
We'll see. I would not be shy, but I'll try to make it.
Yeah, but
You're not wrong.
Okay, bye now.
See you
In a
later.
bit.
well,
Interestingly, Lemon on the medium.
Ooh.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
we rolled the
well,
dice.
I kind of had
Got
my
to
hand
try.
forced there.
Yeah.
I had to.
Yeah, I suppose so. You're
That
gonna
was
have loads.
my third front wing of the race.
That makes me feel a bit less bad. Only responsible for one of those.
Yeah, I mean, one of them I didn't know about, so I don't even know where I picked up damage on the second stint. Oh yeah. And the other two were just unavoidable, which is a bit annoying. I can't believe he got disqualified. I don't think he was even in the pit lane. How did he get disqualified for?
Game's really touchy about that.
He was like near the pits, but he wasn't in the pit entry.
I don't know why they don't just ghost the car and then people can carry on. Because people will crash in going towards the pit entry. It seems a bit extreme to disqualify them.
Cheers, Lemon.
Alright. So stay out of the way. I don't want to lose it under acceleration and
How are you
It's
finding those tyres?
Kill one of you.
stopped raining,
Yeah,
hasn't
it's
it?
not raining.
Yeah.
Yes, looks like it.
Oh, I've got to make decisions here.
You're doing it.
I'm
Oh,
staying
yeah.
out. Staying out.
It looked like you did in.
You get excited.
I was just going to do the opposite of you, so it looked like you'd gone in.
I
But I
must
stayed
admit,
out and then saw you further up the track.
I was so relieved when you stayed out as well.
It really looked like you went in on my view.
I'm half expecting to see Ace pit. I don't think he has though.
No.
I wonder what percentage Ace's tyres were on.
He's pitted, so he's got no inters.
No, but I mean, I wonder what they were on.
Borderline.
Oh yeah.
If he remembers track of the race.
I'm really happy with how I've managed my gap to park this race, so if we do need to pit on the same lap it won't be a problem. That's some really good driving to ensure there's no issues there. Unless he's coming to lap me. Oh, and another lap and it's not...
Front is 34.2 seconds.
Oh, I don't know how to judge
I wish I
it.
could see the lemon gap.
Yeah, I
Well.
can't even see it because
Because it's more than a lap. So that tells you all you need to know.
Oh. So you're the only one who knows right now.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
can't tell what the delta's looking like.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Damn it.
Will you give us a little sign, Lemon, when it looks like it's alright? Ah, do you know
Yeah,
what? I think
there's a sign.
I think the yellow flag is a
Ace
sign.
pits. Ace pits.
Ace is pitted.
Oh.
You're a braver man than...
soft.
Well, you're not a braver man than me, but...
Soft.
At this point in the race, are you mad?
Nah, soft get you to the end from here.
What, 15 laps? You're going to be squirrely all over the place.
You're going to be toast, aren't they?
Nah, that'd be alright.
Oh, fuck off, game. 10-second penalty for letting Chris back.
What?
We can
We can-
remove it.
Yeah,
I mean, it literally won't matter. It's just...
yeah, it might. You never know.
What did you get it for?
For exceeding track limits, for going offline.
Oh, right, yeah. Well,
I don't know how Ace is getting on, but if he can drive on this,
He's only just come out. Still early days.
an absolute master.
I'm still waiting for that DRS icon, which hasn't popped up yet.
It looks like he's struggling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a long way back.
he's lost 2 seconds already on this lap.
Yeah.
Very deceptive.
Oh, well, Jeff says it's time to do it.
Yeah, Jeff's a fucking maniac.
Still spray coming up off the road, but
Yeah. No.
yeah, I'm going to leave it a little longer. Or maybe, I don't know. Um, oh yeah, I forgot how to overtake.
The gap to the car ahead is 38.2 seconds.
Presumably you keep your least worn tyres for quality, right?
Yeah, that's how they put them on, yeah.
Wow, I caught up on Ace.
Oh no.
Chris is hating this.
Clayton is loving this. Definitely
I
would
mean,
like
these
Jack.
points.
How far behind you, Jack?
From who?
Ace.
4 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, who's in the pit? Oh, Lemon's in the pit.
You just can't let me have nice things, can you, Jack?
It's not my fault. It's Ace making bloody terrible tyre choices.
Too soon.
Yeah, he did go in too soon.
It's Austria all over again.
Let me
Oh,
not
I got the Hamilton effect on these tyres. They're starting to slick up, as I like in Turkey. I just locked up going into a corner, and they do slick. That's amazing. Fucking hell! I'm impressed with that.
Oh, do you have to race me, Ace?
Take him out then.
God, the pit straight is so dry. The rest of it, still glossy.
Won't be long though, I don't think.
Wow, it's been like this for a good few months now.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still on the right time for the time being, but we're not a million miles away from slick conditions.
Oh, Brazil, Rio have officially cancelled their planning permission or whatever it was. So cutting down the rainforest to host a Formula 1 race is definitely not happening. At least this year.
Good.
Stupid idea.
They'll still
Anyway.
cut down the rainforest.
They'll cut down the rainforest, but they won't put a racetrack there. Oh, it feels like it's getting closer and closer, this, doesn't it? This track. It's not quite there yet. What's the gap between you and Ace at the moment, Jack?
7.2.
Oh.
In a way, Chris,
7.2.
you're in the driving seat in this because you're behind, so you can. Every lap you've got that choice, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, I can see him, and I know you can't. I can still see the gap.
You don't want to give away the
8.5.
information.
8.6. I can keep this live. It's
Oh, I'm actually coming
It's
up to
fairly
lap.
useful.
Actually, I'm coming up to lap Ace. Such was the tyre call. Oh, no, that's not Ace.
Wow.
That's Lemon. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going to say that doesn't look right.
Well, we should only be about 10 seconds behind, 10-20 seconds behind Ace on track.
I'm closer to his rear end than he is to mine. Oh, thanks, Lemon. Oh, sorry.
You got it. Oh, alright. There you go.
I'm now at 11 seconds on Ace.
It feels like it should be okay.
It really does, but apparently not.
Evidently not, no.
It's not drying out anymore, it just seems
Like
to
the
be
reverse of Austria now.
Yeah.
We should change tyres, but it just isn't working.
I think it's pretty close now.
Wow,
But it's
we're
been
all on some very worn in.
Someone's made a call.
I
My
really hope
money.
it's too
I
wet.
had to.
Why?
Playing it safe. No, we might be playing it. Oh no, it's on
77%. I was tempted to play it safe, but
I suppose you know you're on the same tyres now.
well, I'm actually more worried about Chris at this point. So
Yeah, we're genuinely
That's
having a
very
race.
good point.
yeah. So I've gambled on if this doesn't work, I've still got a pit stop on Ace. But if it does work, then I look like a genius. So anytime now, FIA, if you could turn that little notification on.
I think
More
it
to the
might be
point,
going.
if it doesn't work, I could get a podium. So
Absolutely.
I would like it to keep raining.
Jeff's
Yeah.
telling me.
Chris, I would stay out.
I'm gonna. There's no reason not to because I've got a massive gap to Jack.
Wait for the DRS sign.
Yeah, you got to play it safe now, mate. And then I got to
was-
chase you.
Mm.
I'm resisting as much as I can to start playing mind games with Chris now.
I distinctly remember you saying last week you'd be happy for me if I got a,
Oh, no,
a
sure,
podium
I
as a rookie.
I definitely would.
So the question is, how happy? Can you go and take Clayton out?
Oh, I would. I'd love to if
Right,
I was
so-
anywhere near him on track.
Crossing the line, the gap to Chris is 18.5 seconds. So let's see what happens over the course of a lap. Let's pile some pressure on that fucker, shall we? You absolute pathetic rookie.
Yeah, it's shameful that you're having to worry about me, really.
Can't be. I mean, I've already lost half a second in the first corner. So it's not looking good. Crucially, Jack's half a minute behind. I should be able to hold that off, but who knows? Well, I mean, you two are going to have to pit at some point.
That's true. These tyres are pretty sharp.
I had to pit because I was in puncture territory. I didn't have
Yeah,
a
and I
choice.
pitted one lap after you, so I'm in a similar position now.
God, if
On
we all-
territory 80?
80, yeah. It was lucky I hadn't been checking my tyres, but I thought I'll have a little look. And I was like, oh shit, I have to come in.
The thing is, when it is going to be right, it is just going to be instant.
Yeah, I think it's right nearly there.
There it is.
Oh,
Has Chris passed the
I
pits?
have. I've literally on turn 2,
Oh yes, okay. And now the time is
and
coming
I've had
down.
a 20-second gap on you, and now it's piling down. Yeah.
I'm so glad that happened. I was about to come in for Inters this lap. That was fantastic. I'm on 71% right front, and given how I played on Clayton, I was going to go Inters again.
Oh, this is devastating. One more lap, I reckon, I'd come out ahead.
Chris. I think you still will. I think this is going to be as close as it could. I am driving my arse off right now.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, it's a bit tricky.
It's not completely dry, is it? But it's
No, it's not.
definitely better. Oh, the time isn't coming down enough. Come on, come on.
Well, I've lost a second already.
I think I want it to be under 19. Oh. He's in. It says pit. Didn't fancy one more on them.
You know what I nearly did? Because I think I'm going to damage myself on the pit exit if I try to do it quick.
Yeah, it's so treacherous. Really, really take it easy. To lose 2 seconds and take your wing off.
Yeah, that's how I've been approaching it.
I had a huge moment coming out myself.
I'd say
I
it's
should
better
just
to lose
accept
5
4.
seconds actually.
I will probably. Yeah, I'm twisting out on this. So close.
Finally started losing time to
mate.
waste. That's it.
Did you stay out one more, Jack?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
Again with the pit lane. Didn't fancy it.
No, oh fuck.
No, you've
Okay.
not.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just
It's
get to
only
the end.
minor.
You got to be ace, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's only ace. Like we've.
Nice and careful. Gently does it.
Jack, is there any chance that you'll come out ahead of? No, Ace just passed him.
Oh, oh. Come on,
That's
Ben.
very fresh tyres, though.
Oh yeah, what's the gap?
Doable.
2 seconds.
Oh, it's a little bit greasy.
Tell you what,
isn't it?
has delivered a good race, Brazil.
It's a good track.
I was also running in lean for most of the race by accident, so I have loads of fuel.
That's the best way to drive on the wets, when it's wet, sorry. Just reduces wheel spin. I just need to bring it home now. This stupid business.
Still 7 laps left.
Or when we cross the line.
Oh, yeah, good. That's good.
The gap at the front is about 3 seconds.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
How you doing, Jack?
Concentrating.
He's right there. He's right there. He's to concentrate.
I can't believe that just happened.
Oh my word!
Dirty tyres as well.
Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focus. We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Power in the track, watch out.
Caution, caution.
Just spun it.
Okay, clear.
Ooh.
I'm proper rattled now.
No comment.
Get your podium, Chris. Deserve it.
Thanks, Clement. Ignore them, Chris. I'm about to finish.
Alright.
Just didn't want you giving up your fight.
Well done, Blake.
Thank you. That's gonna get him.
Oh wow, we got 2 good fights going on.
Run to the line. What's he got? Where's the RS open around here? Oh, Ace is just gonna hold it. Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh, another lap.
Where's the other one going?
Oh. God, all that effort. I got
So unlucky. So close.
Fucking
Oh,
hell.
you had fuel, Chris.
Yeah.
Wow. Fantastic drive to be within sight of the podium.
My
I
heart
had
is
it for
beating.
one corner on the penultimate lap.
I am fucking cream crackers.
Well deserved, I say. That was a tough one, wasn't it?
I've got so much sweat.
At the end is ridiculous.
I'm shaking. I'm proper shaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Christ.
Oh my god, that couldn't have been close to that, Chris.
No.
When I saw you coming, I was like, oh my god. And then my tyres, I couldn't accelerate at all because they were just instantly spinning. So I was like, I got to let him through and just dry him up. Or clean them
Yeah,
up.
I don't know whether I should have stayed behind you for the DRS, but I thought, well, yeah.
No, I think you go for it. Especially, again, I've got dirty tyres, so I would have done that.
Yeah, you have
I
to just
would've
take the
gone for it.
opportunity and try and pounce and run away.
Oh, fuck me. Right. Anyone need to leave early? Will I go first? No? Alright, in that
Nope.
case, it looks like Blake won again, did he? I can't actually remember.
Back on again, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Oh, I've only just got your message as well, Clayton, sorry.
That's alright. Talk to us. Blake, how did it go?
I was surprised at the gap in quali. I went for the softer option, which could have been a bit risky if it had been a dry race, but the wet race is pretty good. So I had the option there for 4 runs. Only did 3 in the end because the gap was about 0.2. I didn't really change anything for the wet, banking on it being dry a little earlier than it was. So that's what I thought was a bit of the quali gap. I was running 3.8 wings. I'd nearly bumped up to 4 for the race, but decided not to sort of focus on the straight line speed. But then on the formation lap, it felt dreadful, and I really thought Pat was going to get me. I don't know if he was more tentative on the first couple of laps, because I struggled a bit, but had nearly 2 seconds, I think, after the first 2 laps, with a good launch. And then it's kind of rinse and repeat the last 4 or 5 races, really, in that Part was just lurking a couple of seconds behind, sort of it closed up a bit, it would extend out a bit, but there was never really sort of a move or an overtake. Tyre was really bad, so yeah, I came in around about the time people were saying about the 10-minute warning, because I think my tyres were just touching 50%, and I just didn't want to risk stretching it out. So I came in, Park didn't follow me in, and I thought he was going to take the gamble and stretch the stint out, which probably would have been sensible if we'd have known. No, it would have been sensible if we didn't know how long it was going to be like that for. Then yeah, he came in a lap later, and as you found out, Clayton, the undercut was absolutely massive. I think I gained an extra 3 seconds. I think it went from about 1.5 to 4.5, and then same for the rest of the stint, really, just looking after the tyres. The track's getting drier and drier, or so it seemed. The rain stopped for ages, but thankfully there were a few guinea pigs out on track in Lemon and Ace, which just showed the softs weren't ready, and my inters were getting up to 72%. And on lap 30, I think I'd followed you for a couple of laps, Clayton, and gained on you so much. So I was just going to play it safe and whack another set of inters on. But thankfully, with about 4 corners to spare, the DRS message came on. So I quickly switched to my softs and just held it from there. Then
I really wish you'd failed. I really wish you'd messed that up.
One more lap could have been punctured territory, so I had to come in. It was just what to put on. I had it set to soft for ages, but then the rate that we closed up on you, it just would have been silly if it hadn't been for that message. And then, yeah, last few laps, it was just basically who's going to get fastest lap, as me and Park just traded them between us. Yeah, really stressful race, mainly with the tyre calls and just the usual. Any sort of mistake and Parpy would have been there. But yeah, fantastic result again, and great to see, Chris Wallin with a shout of a podium and different tyre strategies on the go and gambles. Really great race overall, I think.
Yeah, I think it's definitely been one of our better ones. Papi.
I had the same race as Blake, but 1 second back. So,
just plus 1 second to everything.
Including the tyre drama?
Pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, Blake's right. I probably should have stayed out on the first stop because it would have just been something different. In hindsight, like pitting was at that point was probably the best thing to do because that rain went on for ages and it stayed wet. What I should have done is pit a lap early, and with all the hindsight, I should have pitted a lap earlier and got that undercut. But I had no idea there was going to be such a massive undercut. So losing 3 seconds there was pretty much the only time I lost all race because I lost a couple of seconds in the first 2 laps. Blake got away really well, and I was just really conscious of not spinning. So actually, I did the same setup thing as you, Blake. I had a dry setup, and
okay.
Mainly because I don't really know how you meant to edit the setups to make them good for the wet. So I just added a clicker wing, so I was on 2.6, and then I did the race on 3.6.
Yeah, so I was carrying more downforce than you anyway. I thought people might have been 4 or 5 in the rain. Yeah, like I said to Master, normally I would just click the wing up or click the right eye up. I think I did click the right eye up by 1, but wings. I was hoping it was going to be drier earlier, so I thought I don't want to
Me
be caught too much on that.
Yeah. So yeah, you got a good first couple of laps, and I was determined to not focus on the delta at all and just try and keep it on the track because it's so easy to make mistakes in the first few laps. I'll just do what I can and look at my own race, and then I pulled in some time at some point in the first handful of laps so that the gap came to about a second or 1.2 where it sort of stayed the entire first stint.
There, didn't it?
Yeah. It felt like if you'd have made a tiny mistake, I could have been on it, but I wasn't making any mistakes, so I guess you weren't making any mistakes either. And that was the story of the race, really, save from that pit stop where you gained the 3 seconds, and then the last one we had to take at the same time, didn't we? Because I was definitely looking if we could make it earlier, but you could see on the mini-map Ace falling further and further behind Jack.
Yeah, I was desperate to come in as the tyres were going off, but yeah. Seeing the struggles of those that took the gamble early, it just would have killed our races if any of us had tried to get the jump. Patience really was key in the end.
Yeah. So another race where I followed Blake, but I mean I couldn't have driven much better. If you just make a mistake, I might be able to get a win with this current form. But that's really impressive, consistent stuff.
Yeah, you two class above. Like this was probably the biggest gap you've had to the rest of the pack. You were miles away. Yeah, nicely done. Third, me. Right. So first of all, sorry for the first lap. I wasn't trying a move or anything. It was just lack of control, and not quite.
Oh yeah, I didn't even mention that. Sorry about that. Because I could see the big red arrow, and I tried to leave as much space as physically possible on the inside.
No, it's all me. No, it's all me. The replay will show it. It was just bad driving. I don't know if I shouted spin, but I was just kind of in a panic as it happened. So I was just like, I just hope someone sees that I'm halfway across the track. And obviously, it sounds like everyone powered into me, so sorry about that. the real dickish thing was that I had the smallest amount of damage from it, and my damage actually came from my contact with Parp because it was on the left of the wing, not the right of the wing that was facing the entire grid. So yeah, sorry about that. Once that got sorted, I think I was about 5 seconds behind Ace, and I was able to sort of close up quite nicely. Just talking setup, I kept it a completely dry setup. I had a 3-4 ride height and I had 2 6 wings, and I was banking on the dry at the end to make any progress I might need to make. And the car was a real joy to drive actually tonight. I'm really proud of my overtake on Ace. We were going in down the straight. I had him the lap before if I wanted to, but I decided to save up the ERS and do the lap after. And when it's raining, you can save up a lot of ERS. So I decided just to hold position, and then the lap after, I just unleashed everything. And he covered the inside. He was basically rubbing up against the pit wall. So I made an early move to the right, like drifting, to try and make him think I was going to do that. He came away from the wall, and I just tucked underneath. It was, I have to say, that was a lovely little move. I might have cut him off in the very next corner, but again, that wasn't like a deliberate thing. That was me just struggling in the wet. So sorry, Ace, if you thought that was a bit heavy. After that, after that, I couldn't catch Chris. I was really amazed and a bit annoyed that I couldn't. I think I made the slightest amount of progress, but I was starting to think I'm not going to be able to do this on track unless he makes a mistake. So that's when I decided to listen to Jeff for once, and he talked about 10 minutes. I looked at my tyres; they were in the mid 50s, so I thought they're not going to go 10 minutes. I'll get another set of softs on. Another set of inters. Undercut Chris, who did the exact same thing the lap after, because someone, who was it? Was it Lemon or Jack with their big mouth talking about it?
Lemon, I think.
So his internet is like rain in real life, isn't it? It always comes at the end, or it always goes at the end. So yeah, I managed to undercut Chris, who came out we were almost side by side, weren't we?
Yeah.
That was sketchy. And then you were basically the same pace. I think you dropped back to about 3 seconds, but it wasn't comfortable from my memory. I was more focused on catching Ace, who had a 15-second gap, and it was only coming down at most a second a lap. And I really thought if that stops raining soon, he's played a blinder here. But alas, it didn't happen, and he had to pit. And then he put on softs, which was a mistake. But you weren't to know that at the time, and it was worth a gamble, because I think if I was in Ace's shoes and I was slower than Chris and Clayton, I probably would have tried an alternate strategy as well.
100%. When you stretch that first stint out, hoping it dries up, you just have to think it's going to be dry any minute.
You got to commit. And then the last thing was versus Chris. So once we had the final pit stops onto dry, I was pulling away from Chris, I think fairly comfortably. That was obviously my dry setup was really paying dividends there, and I had so much fuel. I underfueled the car massively, claimed it all back in the rainy period, and I had about 2 laps of fuel to burn through in the last 10 laps or whatever it was. So just heaps of that. And 2 laps from the end, I'm closing up on Lemon, who's got really nice pace, and I'm just trying to make a little, just keep myself interested, And I just lose it, and I'm facing the bloody wall, coming to a stop, and I had to put the power down to spin the car quickly because Chris was about 6 seconds behind. And luckily, I kept out of the wall, got it back on, and then when those tyres have no grip after you've been off and they've been burned up because of the spinning, it was just that. The final 2 corners just felt awful, and I got onto the final straight, but I was behind Chris. And I think I was immediately in DRS. And is that when I overtook you, Chris? Yeah, that same lap. Yeah. And the only mistake of Chris's whole race, in my opinion, was he didn't cover the inside. He just stayed on the right on the racing line, and it was a pretty. I have to say, it was pretty easy to get you in the end. But it was a little bit of drama I did not want, and my heart was going, my palms were sweaty, mum's spaghetti, the whole works. So, what a brilliant end to what was actually a really cool race, and yeah, it's such a shame that I had that spin in the first corner, which affected so many people. So I'm sorry about that. But in fourth place, this must be your highest finishing, right? Must be.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, claps. It's Chris.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've spent like the whole week practicing this track. So, I knew it quite well because it used to be at the start of the season in the old games. So I figured I'd know it better than like relative to the other tracks. Obviously, I haven't practiced in the wet at all, but yeah, I didn't know how quick I was going to be, but I was optimistic of beating some people. Jack plus one other was the aim.
Of course.
Yeah, so I did hit Clayton at the start. I think I was in fourth, I think, after the first corner, but I hit Clayton without damaging my wing because it was slow enough, and ended up like a second ahead of Glenn. And I assumed that wouldn't last very long, but basically 4 or 5 laps in, I started pulling away from him, and just had to try and keep myself calm at the thought of actually being quicker.
I was going to say, how did that feel? How did that feel, seeing that?
Yeah, I didn't believe it. To start with, I thought I was just made a mistake or something. But then I started to pull out like half a second a lap, or and I could see I was basically the same speed as Clayton, who was catching Glenn himself. And I just thought, well, when it dries out, I'm going to be a bit slower because I was in the race, in the qualifying. So I just wanted to try and get as big a lead as I could. And then, yeah, I did spend most of the race by myself, really. When Clayton pitted, I had 4 seconds on him, and I pitted a lap later and came out with him. So I was really shocked by how strong that undercut was. Like, it was huge. I was not expecting them to be behind at all. And then, yeah, like Clayton said, I drove the second stint. I was about 3 seconds behind him after 1 lap and just stayed there until we pitted for soft. And was slower than him on soft. So by the time Clayton spun, I was about 8 seconds behind him, but there was nobody behind me. I had run out of fuel. In the wet, I didn't go down to lean, and I didn't really check my fuel for ages because I was looking at the intermediates because they were wearing so much faster than I expected. And I realised about 10 laps from the end that I was way, way under fuel. Had to start saving for most of the rest of the race. So I was just kind of cruising around in fourth, hoping that Clayton would make a mistake. When he spun and I ended up alongside him, I drove around him on the grass to make sure I'd get ahead. Like you said, I did make a big mistake. I left I shouldn't have left the first turn open. We had 2 laps to go. You DRS'd up so quick behind me, I thought I'll leave the inside open, let you pass me, and then DRS past you in the second zone, rather than block you.
Yeah.
I want to block you in the first zone and then get past in the second one, and then you have a whole lap to pull away from me.
Yeah.
So I thought that would work, and then when we came into the second DRS zone, Lemon was on the side of the track, so I had to wait until we were past him before having a pop. And I did dive down the inside. I didn't know if I'd got you or not on the corner at the end of that second zone, but I certainly couldn't see you. But yeah, obviously you held the line around the outside and then pulled away enough that I had DRS on the last lap, but I wasn't going to catch you. But yeah, no, that was really, really good fun. I'm really pleased I actually managed to race at the pace of others for one race. It won't happen at Abu Dhabi. That's a shit track, and I don't think I'm going to practice it very much. but that was awesome. So I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, nice one, Chris.
Hello, Chris. Great stuff.
Yeah,
Do you know how that affects your points with Jack? I think Jack's probably
I'm
still
still
got
too
it.
far behind, I think, yeah. I'm probably
Right,
9 or 7 points behind still.
Right. Okay.
I
Did
think
Ace
the
get
third
back
place
in?
was necessary.
Yeah.
He did, and then he left again.
All right. Should we go to a new voice channel to potentially get him in, or not? I tell you what, let's crack on, and then we can always come back to him. So, Jack, you're next, mate.
Yeah, so I ran a very clean race, which I didn't think I'd ever do sound, but I kept it very tidy on turn 1, but obviously carnage ensued very, very quickly. I could have had better reactions looking at it because Ace was in front of me and got out of the way quicker, and I was behind him and ploughed straight into the back end of Chris. So that obviously knocked half my wing off. Pitted lap 1 onto New Inters. I was running around with Lemon for quite a few laps, which was a fun little sort of yo-yoing, like we were saying. We were sort of trading a couple of seconds here and there for a long time. We then caught up with Master, who was, I think, after we came out of the pits, about 25 seconds ahead, and we came up on him just coming up to the first proper pit stop onto the second set of Inters. It took me a good couple of laps actually to get past Master. He defended well. I'm not very good at attacking anyway, but yeah. So that was a good bit of fun. Kept it very clean. It was all very nice. Master, I overtook him finally, and then he went straight into the pits. So I was like, oh, okay. But then I pitted again, obviously the lap after. My tyres were okay, about 50-something%, but it would have, with the strategy, it wouldn't have worked very well. So then came out on the Inters. I can't remember what happened next. I think then I was just running around on my own for a little while. Some shit happened behind me with Lemon and Master. Next thing to happen was Ace pitting onto the softs. He was about 40 seconds ahead when he pitted onto the softs, came out about 20 seconds, I guess, in front, and I just took an enormous amount of time out of him, which obviously showed that, yeah, like Blake said, the slicks just really weren't ready. I caught up to him in about 3 or 4 laps, overtook him, and then it really started drying out. Clayton pitted onto softs. Everyone started pitting onto softs. I think I was probably one of the last people out on enters, but I left it as long as I could, and then came out behind. Who did I come out behind? Yeah, Ace. On lap 30, so obviously I had 5 laps to try and catch up to him on fresh softs, where he was on quite very worn softs by then, I imagine. And yeah, I was so close. I wish I'd pushed just a little bit earlier, because the last lap I was looking at the lap counter. I was like, fucking hell, like Blake's already finished. I've got to do it this lap, and I was so close. It was really annoying. I don't know where I finished in relation to him. It can't have been more than 10, I think, because I was DRSing right up behind him, straight across the line. So yeah, that was a really, really fun little. Even though there wasn't really that much in the way of moves being made, it was still very very stressful, but a lot of fun. So I actually had a really good race, and I'm really happy with how I drove overall. I just got unlucky in the incident on that one.
What was what was the gap between you and Ace as you crossed the line? Was it were you side by side?
It was literally
at the end of the straight.
It was nose to tail, I think. Yeah,
Yes.
Wow.
It was.
So another lap, I think, because I like a couple of laps before, I went a little bit wide on one of the corners, and that just took me out of DRS for a couple of laps, and that I think I suffered because of that. I was in and out of DRS. Yeah.
One more lap, he'd have been having a look at into turn 1 if they weren't finishing.
Yeah, I would have been looking for turn 1 on that lap. Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, that's what you mean. Yeah.
Oh. Well, please post the final couple of laps there, because that would be great to see.
Yeah, it was a good bit of driving for both of us, I think. Actually. Relatively.
I think you were the last one to cross. Oh no, Lemon's here still.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're not in the lobby. I didn't see your name. Sorry.
I'm back as well.
Ace is back in if we want to try and take
Ace go.
advantage. If he's not too robotic.
Oh, hopefully not. 1, 2.
No, you're alright. You're alright. Go.
Yeah. Well, that was a race, wasn't it? Yeah, I've been fearing this circuit for so far out, so long, and yeah, I was proven right. I should have put. Do you know what, I looked at the time today, and it was 6 o'clock, and I was like, shit, I haven't put any practice in at all. And well, I paid the price really because I had no pace. Yeah, it was actually a decent start. Well, it wasn't a decent start because I think I was overtaken by Chris on the outside, but then obviously there was a bundle on the second corner, and I went to the inside to avoid that. But then the game told me to give the place back to Chris, so I did so, and yeah, I don't know if I'd have kept that place. I don't know what penalty the game gives, but I don't know whether it would have been.
Drive-through, is it?
5
I've no
seconds,
idea.
I think. I don't think it's as harsh a drive-through for illegal overtake, but yeah.
I don't
not
feel
100%.
like that would have been a thing where I would have got penalised at the end of the race, but I didn't expect Chris to have such good pace, but you know, it was
Surprise!
yeah, surprise. Yeah. Yeah, it was obvious from like about lap 2 onwards that I didn't have Chris's pace because I just could not put the power down out of the corners. Especially turns like turn 3 and turn 4 and the final turn as well. Just any kind of traction zone that was off camber, I didn't have the back end. So I tried to stay super consistent, but he pulled it out to 4 seconds, and then Clayton was quickly on me. He made an alright pass, I guess. No, that was a good pass. And then I actually found a bit of pace after that. I think partly because I was pushing that extra bit harder. I don't know, maybe the tyres were a bit more warm by then. But I was able to cling on to Clayton for a little bit. And then he pitted really early on like lap 12 or something, and that just completely put me in a box. Because I was either going to hit a lap after and lose loads of time because of the undercut, or I had to stay out and see what was what with the weather. So, and then Chris pitted a lap later as well. So I was like, well, let's take a gamble, see what happens later on in the race. And I took it to lap 18 because I thought, let's just take the intermediates halfway. That's what was in my head. And
what were your tyre percentages at that point?
Oh, like 55, 60? I'm really gentle on my tyres. So I could have gone to lap, I don't know, 23, 24 maybe. But that would have been like in the middle of no man's land. I had to box for Inters really. And then of course it stopped raining. Like literally a lap later, two laps later. And people started to talk about dry tyres, and in the same lap that people started to talk about dry tyres, I locked up a couple of times on the intermediates and lost like at least half a second, maybe even a second. So I thought, well, this is worth the gamble because Jack is miles behind. So I thought, let's go on the soft early. I'm like, you know, as soon as I was in the pit lane exit, I was like, this is a mistake. Not only because of it, I had no grip, but also because I hadn't waited for DRS, and you just got to wait for DRS with this game, which is really, really stupid. I don't like that that feature of the game. You should like, it should be more random. You should be able to judge it.
Can I piggyback on that? I mean, we've been playing this game for what feels like a year now, years, but literally, as soon as that DRS thing came on, the grip, like a light switch, it was there. I couldn't believe it. I've never noticed that in this game before. It just literally, like, I was chasing Chris at the time, and he was getting away, and the delta completely switched, didn't it? As soon as that DRS
in the same corner that it came on, the time changed.
It was so weird.
It's ridiculous.
But yeah, sorry, Ace. Didn't mean to. Well, I did mean to interrupt, but I just wanted to piggyback on that comment.
Yeah, so after being like 7 or 10 seconds behind Chris and Clayton and not really making any inroads, even though I had fresher tyres, that was also another factor as to why I went in for the soft tyres. But yeah, after a couple of laps, I'm like, I'm in trouble here because I've got 0 pace, and Clayton's probably going to get third over Chris. So I've just got to like limit the damage, and then of course Jack became a factor very quickly, and I was like, well, surely it's got to dry up, and it just didn't dry up for like 10 laps. And I actually think I drove quite well in that period of time because it would have been so easy to lose my head. So easy. It feels like everything's just going. You know when you have one of those races and just it feels like everything's falling apart. It's so easy to then make mistakes on top of that. So easy. But yeah, I just kept my head down at that point. It was like just drive the car, Glenn, and drive clean. And if you drive clean, then that's all you can do. And yeah, so then it got interesting because it switched to flicks with 6 laps to go, and Jack was came out the pits 2 seconds behind me, and I'm like, great.
So that was my reaction as well.
So what tyres were you running at that point? Like what percentage?
I was on softs. Oh, I have no idea. I was just totally focused.
Fair enough.
Don't let
Yeah.
things like that distract me, because what's the point?
Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
I can't exactly change the tyres at that point. So yeah, I just drove as clean as I could, and then Jack had basically 3 laps at me. So I was just like, I was purposely being quite slow in the middle sector, but not like, dangerous slow, so that I could just get really clean exits out of each traction zone, and just fire the DRS, not the DRS, the ERS, and the fast fuel down the front straight, and that worked, and I felt like on the very last lap, I felt like I've got this, and my concentration was going a bit, and like halfway through the lap, I was like, no, that's fucking dangerous. Do not lose your concentration. Keep focused. Yeah, and then I saw the arrow was that much closer out the final corner, and I was like, shit, I've got to deploy ERS and fast fuel here, and he could still have me. So yeah, that was way too close for comfort. But I had the championship in my head the entirety of those last like half a dozen laps, because I think because I stayed ahead of Jack, I only need to finish 1 place in front of Clayton at that last race instead of having to have a person in between us.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. There's 1 point between us now, so
Yeah, that's right.
it'll be whoever beats whoever at your favourite track, for fuck's sake.
One of my favourite tracks. If I get the setup right, I should be alright, but yeah, I've not been fast recently, so who knows.
I know what I'm doing this week.
Yeah.
What were your wings, by the way? Ace.
2-6, I think.
Okay, and Jack? Just trying to sort of picture that final battle to the line.
3-6. Oh no, 3-7 actually. And I could tell on those straights because I was generally, like half the time I had DRS and I was doing battery and fuel, and I was still not catching as quickly as I'd like to. So I could tell that you were absolutely blasting it on those straights. There were so many times I was like, okay, no, I don't want to just run into the back of you. I don't want to, completely ruin this. I'm just going to try and keep my foot in and keep it quick but consistent because I got fresh tyres. And I thought I was really hoping an opportunity would arise, but I think I sort of realised too late it wouldn't.
Many hours and years of experience pays off in those situations, thankfully.
Yeah, true.
Well,
yeah, that was a good race.
Well, there's 4 things in life guaranteed in 2021: death, taxes, Parp finishing second, and Lemon losing a part of his front wing on the first lap. Through no fault of his own.
Well, I don't know. If it happens that many times, maybe it is my fault.
How was the rest of your race?
I would say incident packed. I couldn't really catch a break at certain points today. So yeah, like obviously turn, what is it, 2 I guess. I think I was focused on like not directly in front of me because I had quite a lot of space in front of me going through that second turn. So I was focused on Jack, who was on my left. I didn't want to kind of run out and squeeze Jack too much. So then I noticed, oh shit, this car's like just going slow, and then I didn't. Well, I don't think I could have reacted quick enough, but I kind of whacked on the brakes. But by that point, I was only ever gonna give you a good clout. So unfortunately, that gave me a nice red front wing on the right side. So I didn't really have much choice other than to pit. So me and Jack pitted. Like Jack said, we had a nice kind of probably 10 laps or so where the gap was dropping by a few tenths, then going up by a few tenths, then dropping by a few tenths. I think as we were both making like slight mistakes and finding our feet on the tyres. So that was quite fun for a while. And Jack was definitely, definitely the same pace as me, or probably faster. And then I had a bit of a big moment coming out of the kind of final, like the proper final turn, which gave him a bit of a cushion. And as he said, we were catching Master the whole time, so I was kind of tagging along, waiting for him to catch Master because I was banking on kind of, gaining a couple of seconds when that happened. And that did seem to happen. But Master bailed out as soon as Jack got within not dearest distance, but within passing distance of him, which is probably a sensible thing to do. So I pitted with Master. I didn't realise I had wing damage at that point. I've got no idea. It must have just been like very slight wing damage, but I don't remember hitting any barriers or anything. But
coming up the pits?
Well, no. So I did that later on, joyfully. So then, I pitted. So I was like, oh fuck, I'm changing the wing. That's a bit annoying. I was hoping to kind of maybe get a jump on Jack, and then in my frustration coming out of the pits, I crashed into the wall and got an orange wing. But I thought, oh fuck it, let's just crack on. And then, like literally a couple of laps later, I managed to catch back up to Master, and again that proper final corner, Master got a big old tant slapper on, and obviously in the wet conditions it's very hard to kind of make it a big evasive manoeuvre. So I whacked into the back of him, and that was more or less it really. Like I took a gamble at that point on the mediums, which I knew was too early, but it kind of didn't really matter either way at that point. And slowly waited for the mediums to come good, which they never really did. So I changed to softs, and then it still took a few laps for them to come good. But I'm just I'm not annoyed. I'm slightly disappointed it was a wet race because I was really looking forward to Brazil, and my heart did sink a little bit when we got the message in practice that it was a wet one. But what can you do? I probably on laps where I was clean, I probably had reasonable pace, but it was just so full of incidents that it didn't even matter what pace I was driving, to be honest. So I made sure to really let people through on the blue flags and stuff. I wasn't even trying to keep the time there. But it's a shame because I really like this track. But what can you do?
Yeah, I suppose. Is anyone apart from Ace looking forward to Abu Dhabi? Like Lemon, is that a track? No.
I'm looking forward to it being the last race of the season.
I'm hoping it'll be dry. That'll be nice.
Surely.
Do you know what? Fuck it. Let's get a wet night race at Abu Dhabi.
I mean, I don't absolutely hate it. So it's fine.
Are there any? So we know. So Lemon, you're not in a fight, are you? In the championship now, you're in that no man's land.
Yeah, probably not. No.
I don't think anyone, unless Jack wins, maybe.
Jack and Chris will be sneaking up on me, but I don't think they're close enough.
Okay. As for Jack and Chris, what's the gap between you two after this result?
think it's 9.
I'm sure it's too much. Yeah.
Yeah, 9. Yeah, you're gonna need to get first or second. It sounds like there, Chris.
I've never driven Abu Dhabi. I have no interest in learning it. It's a terrible track to watch, and I can't imagine it's any better to drive on.
No. Not
It's
really.
got a few good bits. Like the second DRS zone's pretty fun. Like down into that little chicane. and stuff.
That's a good sign of a good track in it. The second straight's good. Not even the first straight.
Well, the first straight's just so long, isn't it? But the two heavy braking zones, actually, the one in the first sector down into the little chicane. is
Yeah,
quite
you're
good.
right.
That's good. And then the other DRS zone. The rest's a bit.
I think the first sector's overall is okay. At least it's got a bit of like elevation and a long sweeping corner that feels like you should have to lift and you don't. But it's the last sector is so nothing, isn't it? And the middle sector.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
a long track as well, isn't it? Like 130 odd for a lap. It's pretty
Too long.
I'm hoping to take 5 minutes at the start of the next race when everyone's here to announce the winners of the Formullama award ceremony thing. So I'm just going to read you through the categories. I'll put it on a Google sheet. You can answer it if you want. And then I'll try and hide the answers so then you can get a nice little surprise. Although most of these will be dead certs, won't they? If you have any ideas of what to add, let me know now. But we got car livery of the year, best overall driver, the worst teammates, most offensive driver, biggest rage quit, overtake of the year, best start, safety car. I don't know what that means. I've
I
written
think it's
safety
cause and safety cars.
car. Okay.
I'll take that title now.
Surely.
I'll call it the Lemon Award. Most unexpected result, most whiny bitch, crash of the year, race of the year, most improved, most declined, and best gender reveal of the year.
Oh wow!
I reckon I've got about 4 of them at least. I reckon whiny bitch, safety car, and most declined are really. I've got one under those trophies. I reckon.
So I'll put that in a thing. If you've got any other ideas, just
Could we
Worst
add?
Twitch screamer.
worst Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one who does it. There's no.
Well,
I think
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of the like.
You're the only one nominated, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah. Best noise might be a good one.
Oh yeah, we've had a few.
Oh, we've had
Oh, that's
some
to be
good ones,
close. Yeah. Mistmasters, no.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, you know what I realised? I mean, maybe I have been around him when he's made that noise before, but I don't remember. But he did that today, and in the kind of what I don't know, the penultimate corner, I guess, the kind of the little 90-degree left-hander. He did it in that corner, and he literally just went. Like, he didn't even go wide enough to go on the grass. He just outbraked himself slightly. And he went, no. I was like, oh, what? What happened? Nothing happened.
I imagine it's like that that news reporter guy when his toddler comes charging into the room and he's like, I'm just concentrating, get back. No. You know, it's got nothing to do with the racing. It's just telling his family,
Maybe, yeah.
give me some space. I think there's a few of us now who have bought Wreckfest as well. So
Yeah.
hopefully in a fortnight we'll have a Wreckfest night and we'll pick the bones out of that and see what we can do with it. But
Yeah, that'd be good.
that will be such a nice remedy for this season of F1
Yeah.
because you do not need to concentrate. But if you want to concentrate, it's there, and the tracks don't take long to cycle through. So we should have a great time with that, I think.
And
yeah, any other ideas?
No, I'm going to bed.
Since this is the core people, sorry, Lemon, you're allowed to go to bed.
Thanks, Dad.
I was going to mention a D&D game because I got a plan. I mentioned this on the group, but I didn't know if like Chris and Ace you already play. So like I sort of guessed you would be interested, but then there's already like 5 or 6 people that have said they're interested. Are you guys interested? Or Blake, I haven't heard from you either.
I was interested, but
fine if you're not.
I didn't want to. You already seem to have the right number of people, so I didn't say anything.
Oh, if you're interested, that's fine. We should do some way to trim it down.
Yeah, and I've never played it, so definitely everyone.
You don't
else
have to have played it
can put on
before. You don't have to have played it before. If you want to play, that's fine. We're gonna do a really like easy, basic one, starting at first level and that sort of thing.
If you want to play, I think chuck your name in and we'll make it work. We'll make it work.
I'd need to know when
maybe we'll have to run it
first.
twice. Okay, well
Yeah,
we don't know
so
when
I've
it's going to be. It depends when everyone can
be
do.
sorting my house out now.
Okay. In my head, it was kind of maybe Thursday nights, just because that's not Monday, and that's when we already sometimes do some things. But we can.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah,
Take
plan
a poll.
everything without me, and if there's a space, I'll jump in or something.
Okay. I've almost gone off to do it twice with 2 different groups of people. I'll have a think. I'll put something on the chat. Okay.
Nice one. Is there any golf tonight for the golfers?
No, not for me. But I'm up for it at the weekend if we want to pencil in something for a Friday or a Saturday.
Oh, we could make it a drinking one then.
Yeah, can do.
All right.
Right.
Cool.
I'm definitely going now.
Bedtime.
I'll catch you later, guys.
Yep.
Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I don't know.